back to Maybe Island.
Hi, if you're new here, I'm Meredith.
I'm Coleman.
And if you're subscribed, you are an Islander.
Islander for life.
Islander for life, so welcome. Make sure you're following us on all of our social medias because we talk all things Taylor Swift on Saturday, all things BTS on Tuesday, and on Thursday, it's live on our after party channel, which is
Maybe Island After Party.
And if you join us there at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live, then it's a free-for-all hangout. And we have so much fun with you Islanders. So please make sure you're subscribed. Please turn on your bell notifications for both channels. So Maybe Island, ding, and Maybe Island After Party, ding.
We have so much tea, so much has happened, so much is always happening.
So much is going on in the Swiftie fandom.
Like, if you put your phone down and you're like, oh, I gotta go do some chores, you can come back 2 seconds later and boom, a new interview happens.
So I put my phone down to go to the bathroom or get a piece of chicken, and all of a sudden, ba-bam, we have, the birth of a child, a wedding.
Yeah.
No, whoops. If you haven't watched any of our other Taylor Talks, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing? We're up at 3 a.m. counting confetti.
Okay, so let's jump into the tea. So if you're new here and you don't know what Taylor Talk is, well, every Saturday we will update you on the life of Taylor Swift and everything going on that has to do with Taylor Swift.
From music to meetings to appearances, whatever, we try to have that covered for you guys.
Yes.
If you want to join us on our Taylor Talk, make sure you send us your comments, your theories, either down below, or they can send it to you via email or Twitter, which is, what is the email?
Our email, which you can send whatever you'd like to, is takproductions777@gmail.com. So what did you bring to the table?
Well, how you doing? So, our queen, Miss Taylor Swift, decided to grant an interview with one Capital FM, UK's most famous top hit radio.
Okay.
With Roman Kemp, who was the host. And, which I will get to later in Thoughts and Theories, she was wearing a pink and blue checkered blouse, a button-up, almost like a flannel, and some denim overalls. What in the Southern Fried Chicken is going on with this outfit?
What?
She looked like a nice little trip to the pumpkin patch on All Hallows Eve. Anyway, so it turns out she's sitting at home, I guess in the US, because it didn't say exactly which house she was in, but she was home in the US. Okay, so listen to this. Prepare to freak out. Are you ready?
Yes.
So, we're not all crazy. Guess what?
What?
She confirmed that she purposely lays Easter eggs.
When we're planning a music video, and I know that it'll be really fun for them if we create a scavenger hunt throughout the video. To me, that's more fun than when I used to make videos and I didn't try to plant clues.
Easter eggs, if you're wondering, not the Easter Bunny kind, but clues. Sherlock Holmes style, matrix breaking clues, okay?
Okay.
She said that her album has dozens of lyrical and symbolical references.
Wait, which album are we talking about here?
The new one.
There are dozens of lyrical references and symbolic references.
Guess what she says? There are 3 types of Easter eggs. 3 tiers, if you will.
This is so complex.
Okay, so remember this because you're gonna need this for the rest of your life. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I give you Taylor Swift's 3 tiers of Easter egg laying, okay?
Yes.
Number 1, the first tier is stuff that you can see that will happen or predict what will happen in the next couple months.
First round is stuff that they can see that predicts what will happen in a couple months.
Next, tier number 2, round 2, if you will, let's go rodeo, is clues that will be revealed upon the release of the album.
So complex. I love it. I'm living for it.
What a planner. My gosh.
There's also second tier Easter eggs, which will be revealed upon the album.
And then what do you have?
What?
Tier number 3, round 3, the final countdown, if you will. Clues that will only be revealed to your lovely eyes on the tour.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Then there's third tier Easter eggs, which are the most deeply embedded Easter eggs, which will be like shown on the tour.
The tour.
That's okay. I mean, this is so complex. Like, we might as well just go to the Matrix.
She said that in a Reputation album, there are clues that we will still be wondering about decades from now.
So it's like, let's say it's the year 2132.
Right? You're an old man.
Yeah.
With, well, actually, you will be dead.
But like, my great-great-great-great-grandchildren are gonna be like,
hey, did you know that our great-great-great-great-grandfather watched Look What You Made Me Do and still didn't figure out these secrets? Yeah.
In her will, she will leave you the answer to a clue from 2013.
Yeah.
So just let your mind settle on that. If you need to review it, rewind, review, and memorize those 3 tiers.
So the interviewer asks her, why did you pick Brendan Urie? So we'll play the clip now.
He's amazing. I've always been such a big fan of his. Back on the tour last summer, I went online afterward and the fans were like, oh my God, I saw Brendan Urie at the show tonight. And I was like, oh man, I would have loved to have said hi to him because I'm such a big fan. And in my head, I was like, okay, gotta think of if there's any kind of opportunity in the future for us to work together, like I've gotta think about that to happen. And then when I was in the studio and I wrote the first half of the song Me with Joel Little, who's amazing, we kind of thought this should be a duet because we don't want it to just look, we want it to look like there's confidence on both sides of a relationship and that's what makes a relationship fun. So we wanted to have a kind of guy's perspective.
Well, I think it was a great choice.
Yeah, I do too.
I know the producer, Joel, has worked with other amazing artists.
Yeah.
Do you know who else he's worked with, or is he new, or what's his deal?
He's worked with some of Taylor Swift's best friends. He's worked with Lorde, Sam Smith, Ellie Goulding, Khalid, and Shawn Mendes.
Wow. So as the interview goes on, apparently she called Brendan, asked him to be on the song. The song had no bridge yet. We're talking about the song Me. And so he writes the bridge, says, I'm all in, and voila, they make the song.
Yeah.
It was not meant to be serious. She actually said the song was meant to be taken very lightly and not serious at all. And if you haven't heard it, it is a bop. And if you haven't seen the best reaction in the world, go back on our channel.
Go watch it. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized?
What?
That most of her lead singles are like, not like the rest of the album. Like, they're more generic pop beat. Like, with Shake It Off. That was nothing like the rest of 1989.
You know what, yeah, it's like, the first lead single. So, wait a minute, wasn't, We're Never Getting Back Together?
Yeah.
That was a lead single.
Yes.
And then Shake It Off, Me. They seem like they're all fun bop songs, which aren't meant to be taken seriously. So I like that. She's very consistent in that way. You know what?
What?
My mom took a speech class before I was born, and she was telling me about it one time. And she said that the opening line, if you will, like when you first get up to give a speech, that first, thing that comes out of your mouth is the attention step. And it's meant to like grab you and pull you in. The song Me is like her attention step.
Yes. So another question that was asked is about Cats, the movie. And she gave a little detail that I didn't realize.
What?
So listen to this first, and then you tell me.
Cats the musical.
Yeah.
So Cats the musical. Am I right in thinking you're heading into that?
All throughout this winter, I filmed the Cats movie. I'm playing a little musical British cat.
So.
Oh my gosh.
So the little detail that I was talking about is, she said she's playing a British cat.
A little British cat.
Yeah, which means she's gonna have a British accent. And we've never heard Taylor with a British accent.
Hip hip cheerio and all that.
So that's all we have from that interview. You can go back and watch it yourself. So let's move on to the next little piece of tea.
Okay, I call this the interview heard round the world, or if you will, the pictures seen round the world. And you know what I'm talking about. Entertainment Weekly. Look at this beauty queen. Okay, so these beautiful pictures were all shot by Peggy Serrata, or Serrata, I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but wow, what a great job.
Yeah, they're
great job,
beautiful.
Peggy. Beautiful.
The interview from the Entertainment Weekly magazine was done by Alex Susskind. And this is her first interview with like a real life person in a long time.
Oh, wait. Is that what she meant when she said, yes, I actually interviewed with a human?
Yes.
So wait, they were together.
Yes, like they were probably like
Oh.
driving around or something.
As part of the Entertainment Weekly interview that took place in an LA studio, she was photographed wearing a denim jacket with 29 pins. Why 29? We don't know. Maybe it's her age. Maybe that's how many songs on the next album. We're not sure, but you don't have to go anywhere else to wonder about these pins.
No.
We're gonna show you each pin, we're gonna tell you the name of it, and then we're gonna tell you the description that Entertainment Weekly put on their page 26 of the magazine. So let's go.
Here we go. We're going in order of the way that they put it. Here we go.
Number 1, the Selena Gomez pin.
One of Taylor's best friends and one of the few people that's heard the new record.
Number 2, the Dixie Chicks pin.
Swift is a huge fan of the trio. They make interesting music in an unapologetically feminine way.
Number 3, the Cats pin.
Swift is playing Bambalarina in the big screen adaptation of Cats the musical.
Okay, so we're talking about Cats the musical, as you can
Yes.
see by the picture, not just random cat pin.
Yeah.
Number 4, the Calm pin.
Je suis calme, aka what Swift shouts in the music video for her new single, Me.
Number 5, the 6 Friends pin. If you don't know the sitcom, it's a famous, now canceled American sitcom called Friends. And there were 6 friends which were famous. And apparently Taylor loves that sitcom.
So this is what Entertainment Weekly said. Friends is a major staple in Swift's world. Her favorite quote from the show, pivot, I take it as career advice.
Here we go. Pivot. 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 Pivot.
I've never seen the show, I'm sorry.
The Cats pins. Now this time we're talking about her cats, Meredith and Olivia.
Yes.
Each cat got a separate pin.
So they say, not to be confused with the musical, Swift is mom to 3 cats. Olivia Benson, Meredith Grey, and Benjamin Button. I wonder why there wasn't a Benjamin Button pin.
I'm sure it's in the making.
Yeah.
Number 7, the Troye Sivan pin.
Swift is a big admirer of the Australian pop star, bringing him out to sing My on the Reputation tour.
Number 8, the Grey's Anatomy pin. Swift's go-to Grey's Anatomy quote. So do it. Decide. Is this the life you want to live? Is this the person you want to love? Is this the best you can be? Number 9, the track 5 pin.
A nod to the Swifties' fan theory that the most emotional song on each of her albums is placed at track 5.
Number 10, the Drake pin.
The pop star calls Drake one of her favorite lyricists. And I have a theory about this pin, so make sure to stick around.
Number 11, the Faith Hill pin.
One of Swift's favorite singers. That's all it says.
Number 12, the Mr. Rogers pin.
Swift watched Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood every day after school.
Number 13, the Law and Order pin.
Swift is a major Law and Order buff. The two-tone chime is also one of her favorite sounds.
Number 14, the Pastel Colors palette pin.
The color palette, which she began using on Instagram in February, represents a brand new era.
Number 15, the Game of Thrones pin.
So if Swift had a Game of Thrones dragon, what would she name it? Villanelle? I have no idea.
I have no idea either. I've never watched it, but apparently Game of Thrones was the absolute inspiration for the Reputation tour look. Whoa.
That's a surprise.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Number 16, the Awesome pin.
A nod to the line she sings in Me. You can't spell awesome without me.
Okay, this has a lot of speculation around this word. Some people think a song title, some people think an album title.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. So Entertainment Weekly only comes out every 2 weeks. And after an exhausting hunt of our entire city of this issue of Entertainment Weekly, we finally gave up and we reached a representative of TNG, which is a magazine company that kind of distributes all of the magazines, including Entertainment Weekly.
Yeah.
They said it only comes out every 2 weeks. She was totally nice and said, good luck getting your hands on a copy of Entertainment Weekly.
So on our search to find the Entertainment Weekly magazine, we got our hands on this.
Yes.
Which we couldn't find for a long time since it came out, but we finally found it.
You know what surprised me? I think a lot of people thought Taylor Swift would automatically be on the cover, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
The Rock was on the cover, and then if you open it up, you can pick which cover.
Yeah. Here's Taylor's cover. Underneath it is Gayle King's cover. And then underneath that is Sandra Oh's cover.
So online on the Entertainment Weekly website, there is a small video clip, which is probably all over YouTube now.
Yes.
I'm sure everyone's seen it. But she talks about her favorite kind of Easter eggs to lay. And I don't know about you, but I feel so validated. Like, okay, we are not crazy. She legit does this to us. Like, we're not mental. Swifties are, this is a game, and she is so invested. Like, listen to this clip of what kind of Easter egg she likes to lay.
Easter eggs can be left on clothing or jewelry. This is one of my favorite ways to do this because you wear something that foreshadows something else. Lots of examples of this exist over the history of my career, which I hope they have put near my face. A specific way you can leave Easter eggs is on nails. There was a specific occasion where I did a Spotify vertical video for Delicate, and I painted my nails the exact color tones that I wanted the next album to be. Another way that I really like to use Easter eggs is I like to plant them in set design for photo shoots or music videos. I think the most Easter eggy video of my entire career thus far is Look What You Made Me Do. Literally the whole video is just an Easter egg. It's like thousands of Easter eggs. There are some that people still haven't found. It will be decades before people find them all.
I think this is the first time that she's really told us that she actually does this. At first, I thought we were just crazy.
Yeah.
But now, we're like, okay, she actually likes doing this, and she's actually doing it.
Oh yeah, she's very much a participant. I mean, can you believe the nails and the Spotify vertical video, like for Delicate? Did she do that? Did she really plan 2 years ago? She probably did.
Yeah, I bet she did.
I think she did. But I never picked up on that. I wasn't one of those Swifties who looked at her nails and was like,
oh, pastel's gonna be TS7 in 2 years.
I just thought like,
oh, she painted her nails.
yeah.
So she also said that when she posted the palm tree pictures, she was finished with the upcoming album TS7. That was the same day she finished the entire album.
Who would ever look at that picture and be like,
Oh, she must finish the album. Yeah.
what? Nothing is as it seems in the world of Taylor Swift.
Okay, so now it's time for Thoughts and Theories. So in this segment, we'll both have one theory that we're gonna bring to the table. And if you guys wanna send any theories to us that you'd like for us to talk about, comment down below or tweet us or DM us on Instagram at these social medias.
Please do, because we'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and theories.
Yes.
Okay, this week I have a co-host slash co-writer for my theory, which is this. Bear with me. I think Anthony, I'm gonna show you a clip now, but not only is he a loyal Islander, he is one of my favorite YouTubers, so go subscribe to him, but he thinks, and I think, we are getting a double album.
She is gonna have 2 CDs for this album, and one's gonna be called Me, and the other is gonna be called You. And the ultimate title is gonna be Me plus You. There is a champagne poppy button on her coat in the Entertainment Weekly cover. They have also speculated that she's doing what he did with the CD thing, which makes a lot of sense, you know, because he had an album apparently where he had 2 CDs, and it was like a Me plus You situation, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Anthony, for that. And guys, don't forget to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel. He has super funny content. I freaking love it. And he also has theories. He's a major Swiftie, and we love him. Okay, so taking all that into perspective, I think, and bear with me again, there is a you and a me. And I think that was written on a wall in the Ready For It video.
Yes.
As you can see here, I think that she dropped on April 26th, Me, with Brendan. That's the lead single for that album.
Yes.
Now, I think it's gonna be a double album, and the you side of the album will be dropped where there's the next stamp on May 13th, and then performed live on the Ellen Show, which she just announced on May 15th, which is a Wednesday. I think it's perfectly lined up. If you look back at this interview with the denim overalls, you'll see that she's wearing a pink to blue shirt. And if you look back so far at the TS7 aesthetic, you will see so many pink and blue, or pink to blue, or purple, which is me plus you, or pink plus blue. My theory is we are getting a double album, which would make it seem, she said, I'm writing a lot, it's gonna be bigger. What do you guys think?
Love him.
So Coleman, what do you have? What is your theory?
Well, I have a theory that she will collaborate with Drake. So, if you saw the picture with the pins, you'd see that there was a pin of Drake in the Hotline Bling music video. So back in 2016, Drake posted a picture with Taylor Swift, and with their backs facing to the camera. And on her back, there is a temporary tattoo, a temporary golden tattoo that has angel wings.
Oh.
And somewhere in Reputation, there is a lyric that says something about a golden tattoo. I know that.
And she also says deep blue, but you painted me golden.
Earlier this year, she replied to a fan's post. She replied to a fan's compilation of a whole bunch of different people, and she replied and said, "You are all angels," in all capitals.
I remember that.
Yeah. And some people are saying that Angels is gonna be a song title. And in the picture, she had angel wings on. Also, right next to the Drake pin on her jacket, it says track 5.
What?
Track 5 is always the most emotional song, says Taylor Swift. To me, an angel represents somebody that has passed away, that is now an angel. So I think, my theory is that track 5 is going to be very emotional, maybe about somebody that was very close to Taylor and Drake that has died. I don't know who. Track 5, called Angels, featuring Drake, and it's very sad.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is good. And I can totally see that happening. And while you're talking about that, I'm thinking, okay, it's weird because she had major beef with Kanye and Kim, and so did Drake. And I think he still does, which is weird. So I can totally see him and Taylor collabing. I would love it.
Yeah. Okay, so these were our thoughts and theories. So comment down below if you have any theories or thoughts.
If you want to be in next week's Thoughts and Theories, because I'm sure there's going to be tons to talk about, please DM us at Maybe Island or tweet at Maybe Island or tag us in a theory.
So now we're entering a segment called Final Thoughts.
Okay guys, in this segment, we're gonna give you a couple little snacks for the road.
Yes.
A little tea to sip on until next week. Okay guys, so you know, Wednesday, our girl, Taylor Swift, is gonna be appearing on Ellen. I want to know what you think is gonna happen on Wednesday. Please leave a comment. If you are watching this video, leave a comment and I am gonna pin the best comment when it comes to what's gonna happen on Ellen on Wednesday. I am so looking forward to it.
Well, if you didn't know, on the Reputation calendar, 2 days before she goes on Ellen is a stamp on May 13th.
Good Lord, I can't handle it.
I think something's gonna happen on the 13th. She'll release the album cover and the album name.
Or if you believe my theory, both album names and both album covers.
And then she'll go on Ellen and do something. So that is all we have for Taylor Talk. But make sure to subscribe and make sure to come back on Tuesday for BTS Tuesday. And come to our other channel, Maybe Island After Party, on Thursday to hang out with us live and do a little Q&A, a little hangout at 7 p.m. EST.
Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. And then come back next Saturday for another thing like this, Taylor Talk.
But let me tell you something right now. Y'all gonna be hearing from us on all of our social medias. Twitter, Maybe Island. Instagram, Maybe Island. YouTube message. You know dang good and well we're gonna be all freaking out on Monday the 13th. There's a stamp on the calendar. What does it mean? Okay, check back with us. We love having you. Make sure you're subscribed because you're an Islander if you are, and a Swiftie, and an Army, and woo, 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 woo. Woo! Okay, Islanders, we love you, and Biscuit and Goose love you too.
Yes.
Bye! Korea.